Alright, I didn't know if it was recording. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this is it. I'm in the freaking garage, so this isn't going to work very well, but go around this way. Back up so you can see it, and God, the sun, I don't know. Well, not the sun, but whatever, it's shining on it. But, you know, I just obviously ran through the car wash, so it's clean. It's been, I usually waxed it like every other time I washed it, so still got a pretty good shine on it. Try and, so you can see it. I mean, obviously, try and get stuff so you can see. Let's see everything. Try and get it so you can see it up close. I mean, like I said, if you want to see something specific, just let me know, but I'm pretty much done driving it. I was thinking about driving it into work tonight, but like a final rendezvous, but I don't know. Any toughness that the car had, it lost once those hubcaps went on. Unfortunately, I forgot to put them on before I went to the car wash, or I would have got them looking cleaner, but they clean up pretty good. I don't know if you can see, there's like a slight, it's been there ever since. It's, you know, over the winter I was actually going to tap it out with you know, like some body hammers, but it's really barely noticeable, especially from the side. Try and get like close so you can see. You know, it's down the bottom there is just you know, you can see there's some just road grime stuff, so it's pretty clean. Down here, like I said, any of the surface rust that's on it is really, like, there's some here, but it's solid. It's not, it's just surface stuff. It's you know, nothing that a weekend couldn't really take care of. And then this is the area, try and get it on the camera here, but this is the area under the window so you can see it, but it's, again, it's really solid there. It's just, I really think they just did a crap paint job when they repainted this, whenever they did, and didn't seal it proper or something, and water got behind there and bubbled it out. But under here is totally, like I said, you know, in the past when I've had these cars, the roofs always, you know, I had one that had tons of rust, that had a full roof on it, and you could just tell it was so lumpy. But this one is, it's nice and smooth. There's no cracks on it, no splits or anything, no rips or tears, so it's pretty smooth. So I expect it to be clean under there. The back deck has a few little things. I don't even know if you can see, like right there, I think it's coming out on the video. You know, there's no rusting, it's just dings, and, you know, who knows, that stuff's been actually on the car since I got it. These are all kind of loose from being on there for friggin', you know, 30 years, but, you know, so this still works. Where the key is kind of hidden, you know, get a little bit of surface rusting, but nothing major. There's some here as well, but again, it's nothing that when you poke it, it's not, you know. There's the tips. Like I said, I mean, you could cut them right off and just have them looking like straight pipes or whatever. It would, you know, obviously take you friggin' 2 minutes. There's some stickers on the car. At the town, one of the towns up here, I got pulled over like 3 times for the pipes after I first got them, so my buddy made me no noise stickers. But let's see here. You know, inside the gas area is all good. I mean, it's it's dirty, but it's not, that's not rust, that's just grime and crap. But looks good in there. No, you know, rust, you know, typical stuff that you'd see on an older car, you know, from this area. Try and get down here a little bit. I'll try and get the tread. You know, the tread on like the back tires is much better than the rear. Obviously, that's kind of how I set it up. I mean, you know, the rears. I might actually have a coin. Actually, I do. I mean, it's a dime, but whatever. So, I mean, if that's even showing, but so the rear ones, you know, they're not bad. I mean, they're obviously needing replacement sooner or later, but they're not horrible. Some rusting here again, but it's solid. It's just all surface rusting type stuff, you know, that you know, if I kept this car, that's the stuff I was going to be working on this winter. We moved into a new place and got a decent garage. My last place, the garage, this car wouldn't even fit in there. It was too small. That's that. You know, up along here, there's obviously from, you know, you can see, I doubt this is even showing it, but there's like little, you know, from highway driving, like little, from rocks or whatever, but that's, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of, it's up there as well, but, you know, this is all, it's all real, it's all solid. You know, like I said, the surface rust that you see on it is literally just that. I'm going to try and get the undercarriage as well if I can. I'll pop the hood. I cleaned it out. This is, you know, this stuff, this thing, I tuck it under there all the time. It comes out. You know, that's the wear there. I don't know if these are original for this car. They say Ford on them. And it's funny because even the door jambs say Ford, if you can see it, yeah. But, so it's kind of like a conglomeration. I have the knob for the headlights, but it's wore out, so it won't stay on there. So I was going to glue it, but then I kind of changed my mind. There's the stock steering wheel. Radio all works. The lighter works. There's a couple extra batteries in there for the remote for the radio. Sorry for all the shaking. There's some papers in there. You know, the stuff that I've got from working on it, and then you can see that's the iPod hookup. So the interior light works, but the reading lights don't for some reason. Thing dirty like that. Hold on, sorry. Anyway, I'll get out and get the headline on the hood. I mean, like I said, the vinyl is all in decent shape. It needs a good cleaning. You know, all this stuff works here. There's the back seat, so you know, probably a good cleaning and it would be fine, but back seat doesn't have any rips, splits, or tears or anything like that. All the plastic is in good shape. Trying to show you the headliner. I don't know if it's coming out, but you know, the headliner is all there. It's all fine. It's not coming down. It's up there. But yeah, these reading lights don't work. They've never have. So I don't know why, but these come down, go up, whatever. Horn works. The cruise control does work, which was nice. I was a little worried, to be honest. Get inside the motor. Hold on, it's gonna look weird for a sec. All right. So here's the engine bay. New battery. The batteries stay. This the one on this side broke, so the battery just, I mean, whatever, it weighs 1,000,000 pounds, so it doesn't go anywhere. But the battery's brand new by a couple weeks. Alternator is about 2 years old. The radiator is new, about 2 years. voltage regulator is new. The carburetor has been totally rebuilt, and then you can see obviously the cap, rotor, plug wires all new. Well, new in March. The master cylinder, although it doesn't look like it anymore, but that's pretty new. You can see, you probably can't see actually, but you know, there is some oil around. That's why I assume the valve cover is needed. Gaskets, it looks a little damp down there, but otherwise it's pretty good. Let's see, belts are decent. I've never changed them, but they, you know, they look fine. They're not cracking or anything. Yeah, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but you can see some oil wet, you know, dampness on that. So anyway, you know, under the hood looks good. Typical, you know, kind of surface rust issues for, you know, a 30-year-old car. I don't know if I've never had a bulb in here. I have no idea. Oh, actually, it doesn't work because the wire is cut. So, but just work on it during the day. So that's that. The antenna, I've tried to put it straight a million times. It just doesn't. I don't know. Mirrors are both there. Oh, I want to show you the rust on the other side. By the this is not even as bad. This is the area, you know, like I said, it's all solid. It's just surface rust. This side is not as bad as the other side. So I'll open up the trunk here. I can even do it with, all right, I'm gonna set this down. All right, so here's a trunk. That's that bag has the headlights that I bought for it. That's the car cover. That's the center console thing. The jack, the spare, obviously is brand new. It's never even been rolled on. So it's the same brand as what's on the front tires now. So whatever that tells you, I don't know. It's old, but it's not dry rot, so it's obviously good. I don't even know how good this is going to show. This is down where I tried taking those pictures before, the quarters. But, you know, everything's good under here. This has the steering wheel, the chain steering wheel, and all the stuff to hook it up. This is the 8-track player. Oh, and the 8 tracks I had are in there. Although I couldn't find the AC/DC one for some reason, but I don't know what's in there. I forget. War and frickin' Billy Joel. You know, it's even got the cardboard thing, which it's on this side. I don't know if it was ever on that side, but I don't know, just one of those things. The gas fill obviously is in good shape. With older cars, I know that's a problem. I don't know. I'll start it up and maybe we'll take it for a spin while I hold this thing. It won't get pulled over. I still got to go over the dashboard with some. Just hit it with some WD-40. Yeah, some Armor All or something. I had my little Elvis thing right there, so I just got to clean that up. But otherwise, let me try and start it up here. Let's see. So, you can see, all the, I don't know, whatever, all the stuff that works is supposed to work. Obviously this car has no engine light, but you know, it runs smooth. It's you know, it does. I've been told it runs rich when people have been behind me on bikes, you know, buddies of mine and stuff. You know, they say it runs rich, but I don't know. As long as it's running good, I never I never really care. So, all right, so here we go. Take it right back out of here. At least then you can kind of see that it runs good. I'd ask my wife to take a video, but there's no way she's coming out. It's freezing out. Anyway, but at least you can hear that it's like no rattles or anything. It's pretty, you know, peppy for what it is. I mean, it's shifts good. I'll go this way since I've never been down this way. You know, realistically, it doesn't get out of its own way, but on the highway, if you're, you know, doing 65 and need to pass somebody, it's, you know, at the higher RPMs, it's got a lot of torque. So once you're really moving up there, it actually feels pretty good. So. When I get back to the house, I'll kind of get out, and so you can just see the motor running, and it doesn't sound, you know, too crazy, I guess. It's got a 3-speed transmission, so it's, you know, when you're on the highway, it's pretty high RPMs. You know, kind of one of the things, if I had ever, you know, if I had it for so long that it needed a transmission rebuild, I was gonna, you know, put a different transmission with an overdrive in it. You know, just to kind of have those lower RPMs on the highway. But you know, it's a good running car. It's solid. It's you know, like I said, I'm not sure what your plans are, if it's just an extra car to have around or what, but you know, I mean, I've driven this thing down to Connecticut a bunch of times. I drove it to Virginia once for work. So it's you know, I have no problems. I'll drive this thing anywhere, and it left me stranded once when I had to get that the carburetor rebuilt. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I was on the road and whatever. So, but other than that, it's never left me stranded at all. So it's a pretty good car, pretty solid. So. It's got the stock, you know, 2-barrel carburetor in it, so it's, you know, it's a little sluggish sometimes off the get-go, but you know, I mean, the car, who the hell knows how much this thing weighs, a friggin' million pounds, so it you know, it's it takes a lot. You know, that was kind of one of the things I was thinking about, putting a 4-barrel on it. It would obviously decrease the already shitty gas mileage it gets, but it'll give a lot more power to this 302 to move this beast along. But you know, when you're going, I mean, you can step on it and it moves right up there. It's definitely solid. I mean, if you get on it real hard, it'll backfire. You know, if you're revving it hard, you know, it backfires. But I think that has a lot to do with the straight pipes. It doesn't have any mufflers to, you know, tone it down. So, you know, if you really jump on it when you come off the accelerator fast, it'll give a few pops here and there. But otherwise, like I said, we're going to be back at my place in a couple minutes here, or seconds, and I'll jump out, open the hood again, and you know, I'm sure this video, well, at least I hope this video camera takes better video than my phone. So, but you know, the blinkers all work, all that stuff works, the horn works, the cruise works. Yeah, everything's working good. It's weird driving with this giant steering wheel because the chain one was obviously tiny, you saw. So, but it runs pretty good. So I'll pull over here and the emergency brake works. Trying to think of things as they come up. I do only have one set of keys. I've only ever had one set, and it's I'm gonna set this down so I can open this hood. Yeah, I've only ever had one set of keys for this car, so if I find myself near someplace that cuts keys, I'll definitely get another set made for you. But you can see the motor's pretty, I mean, obviously that's giant fan, but it's quiet. no weird whining noises or anything like that. You know, it runs smooth. You know, it's a good solid car, man. It's freaking snowing. Awesome. So yeah, so I don't know if you can hear the exhaust any better. I hope I could prop this up to rev it a little bit. My wife would love it if she saw me doing this. Let's see. Let me find a rock. Hopefully she doesn't look out the window. I don't want to get on it too much. My neighbors will all be pissed off. It's really loud when you get on it. I'll shut it off and try and get, you know, under the undercarriage a little bit. I don't know how good I can, but let's see what I can do. Let's see. All right. Anyway, I'll do what I can with this. So hopefully, if it's coming out, you can see the new exhaust pipe. I don't even know if this is working at all, but it's pretty clean underneath. Like I said, I mean, the car's obviously, you know, 30 years old, so it's not brand new, but oh, fuck. Get under here. You know that the tips are chrome. That stuff under there, I've cleaned that up a few times and it comes out fine, but I figure as long as the tips are chrome, I don't really give a shit. So there's some more pipe, I think. Gas tank. Oh, this is the other rear tire. You can see the tread's not horrible. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'll say I wouldn't drive it in the winter only because I don't, but, you know, obviously, you know, people from New England, we know how to freaking drive in the snow, so. And I've been driving, this is like my 6th 70s era car. The other, I showed you that tire. I'll show you the front ones if I can. But these ones are obviously a lot thinner. They're, you know, I would, if I was going to put any serious miles on this car, I would probably at least change the front ones out. But they're just 15-inch rims, you know, standard size tires, so this one's pretty much the same. You know, up close, I guess it is starting to get a little bit of splitting. I don't know if you can see it. Try and get close, but like I said, I mean, if these actually clean up really good. The aluminum in here cleans up really good. I wish I remembered to put them on before I went to the car wash, but anyway, that's a car. If you like want to see anything else specific, just let me know, and otherwise well, you can see for yourself on Monday, I guess. All this stuff's intact too, which is pretty rare, you know, for 70s era cars. That plastic is usually in crap condition, broken up and everything. So this is, you know, it's all there, all in good shape. So but otherwise, I don't know, man. That's a car. I'll show you maybe down the side or something. I don't know. Like I said, if you want to see something specific, man, just let me know, and I'll take some pictures or whatever. All right, brother? Later.